Hi there, and hopefully a quick one. StartUpSity Boa speaking. It's hot here in Benin, humid, and I am affected by the weather conditions. So I usually work at nights most of the time, and in delivering of information, urgency is required in order to arrest further problems. Now, in business, in the Nigerian terrain, people have to take foreign business books to read, but then they need to apply it to their environment. Therefore, transformation is required. But Nigerians have electricity problems where people don't have the opportunity to read on the night time because they work 9 to 5 most of the time. Nighttime, for instance, in Benin, everywhere is dead and quiet, and it's dark. Generators can't be run all the time, noise pollution. Right now, people have solar, but when it rains, it goes dark, it goes black, so it's frustrating. When you can't charge, you need to start thinking about power banks and buying all of these things. So, yeah, technologies have developed tools such as text to voice, voice to text readers, where people can just online see even automatic translations into their languages. And Nigerians aren't heavily supporting the internet with information that is adequate to just judge um, business quotes and sayings. So I had used brainy quotes in order to shortcut the demand for total focus on business aspects as a start before I pick up a book. And then I practice it on the environment that I am in, and I make my conclusions in error and in purpose to establish that we need to take things in gradual process of from idea to concept to prototype and then roll out. I use SWOT analysis as a means to identify key points of strengths, weaknesses, threats, and opportunities within myself, within the environment, and that takes time for a lot of analysis. So I could provoke a situation where I would say Nigerians are lazy. They think money is all that counts in the bank account to say that you're rich. Therefore, just because I don't have any money means that I am a failure, which is not the case. If you're busy, you are a success, even if your bank account is at zero most of the time because you're spending turnover. So, fraud is in the state where all the discussions are forever about politics and religion rather than actual report. Nigerians don't like to report on paper. They don't like to write on paper what problems are. They don't resolve situations in written format. They're forever verbalizing. Oral stimulation is what Nigerians are very good at. So the initial catch is that, yes, you're talking to somebody who is verbally, perhaps just like me, comes across as capable and presentable and eloquent and all that. But then there are constraints within the terrain in order to implement and deliver, and then they call you that you're a fraudster, you're a liar. Now, Because people are motivated by money constantly, petty cash thinking is our problem in Nigeria. We don't believe in time. We waste time to procrastinating. Will I get paid? Will I not get paid? So I bridged the gap by saying, in order to remove the money talk, a bank closed account, the money is put in order to get something done. An agreement is written that the money will not be touched neither by me who put it in there, neither by the person who is going to execute it. And that closed account until release an agreement. So a lot of situations, people are feeling threatened because our security is untidy, because we can't even locate if a person is in a particular location that says it's their address, and because birth certificates of people are not established, you can't track and trace if you want to find somebody when something has happened. And then it becomes time wasting and delay, where when you're discussing with somebody about something you want to find, they're not giving you clear cut problems resolutions, and they end up sending you back for asking questions. They actually don't believe in asking questions because they don't want to show as if they don't know anything. Attitudes are flying based on skin tone, age. Most of the time, age. You're too young for this, you're too young for that, or you're too old for this, you're too old for that. So we end up having political representatives who are too old, sitting there thinking that we the young have to follow them. Crap, total crap. Not in the business world. In family settings, yes, you follow the elders, but in business situations, you follow who gave you the talents that you have. So StartUpSity Boa speaking, also online for Facebook, radio, video topics.